Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do all of my tips and tricks for self-improvement and how to actually do them while I do my nails. So the first one I haven't seen is we all want to read self-help books, but we all can't afford to do self-help books. So if you want cheap or free ones, a good thing to consider is use this app called Libby. And pretty much you can find any self-help book on there, and you can even read it in the app on your phone, so you don't need to have a Kindle. If you have a Kindle, cool, but not a lot of us have Kindles and can afford to just buy Kindles, so you just go to the app called Libby, use a free library card or go get a library card, and there you go. Also, if you have Spotify Premium, most self-help books come with that. It's going to be an audiobook, obviously, but if you're already paying for Spotify Premium, might as well use it. Alright, second is having a routine is important, but you don't need to get up at like 5 in the morning. As long as you find something that works for you, like if you're a night owl, but you consistently go to bed by midnight and make sure you're awake by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. every day, and you get that routine in, if that's what works for you, then keep doing that. But just have like a routine and find when your normal times that you get motivated are. If you're trying to get rid of habits, this is something I learned from Atomic Habits, but focus on replacing the habit instead of trying to completely get rid of it. One of my friends is struggling with nicotine and stuff, and that is something that helped me, myself, with soda when giving it up. Anyway, it was just trying to focus on replacing it with drinking different drinks I like instead of just trying to cut it out and then getting bored. If you're looking for ways to make better friends or attract high quality people into your life, start going to the places that you want to meet people, like the gym or colleges or entrepreneurial meetings, and just like start going to that. If you're having problems feeling motivated, but you're constantly on TikTok anyway, go through all the people you follow and curate the feed so that way it curates to what you need it to be. So like if you're following influencers or people that don't motivate you, then stop following them, because it's not doing you any good to follow them if they're not helping you. Also do a life audit while you're at it. Like if there's people that are just dragging you down, then why are you still hanging out with those people? Life's too short to constantly be surrounded by that. Look into ways of, like especially physical activity, if you're having trouble finding things that are for you, try things that you might not necessarily will try. And most people think to be fit you have to go to the gym, but you don't really have to go to the gym if it's not for you. Or if you like can't afford to get a gym membership and stuff, like inflation's high, okay, we are all suffering right now. But like you can look up free YouTube videos about how to work from home without, or how to work out from home without any equipment. And once again, that's what I did for many months before I could actually afford to go get a gym membership. I got this fucking glue. And also you can just try like many new things too. Like I tried jujitsu for a time and it was cool because I got to learn self-defense and workout. Because as ladies, we're in a world where we have to do that. And it taught me many things, but it was also a good way to get mentally fit. And it's also cool to like double on the habits you learn, such as listening to podcasts while you work out, or listening to podcasts or audiobooks while you're at work. Just kind of doubling on those activities so you don't have to spend much time later. Good ways that I've figured out how to build like discipline per se is to just force yourself to slowly do even just a little bit of it and start out small. For example, if you're trying to get yourself to read more, focus on trying to get yourself just to read 10 pages a day or 5 minutes a day. And eventually you'll get used to that discipline habit and you will do more. Eventually it'll become 30 minutes, or if it's going to the gym and you don't know what to do, focus on just familiarizing yourself with like 2 machines and go on from there. Eventually you'll just get in the habit. It'll go from motivation to discipline to a habit, which is another thing I learned from Atomic Habits. Something else I've learned is it's better to be by yourself than with half like quality. So like don't hang out with people just because you don't have anyone else better to hang out with. Like that's not very good.